Hey guys, Chad from drivethelightning.com. Today we're going to talk about a really weird all-electric car. This guy right here, the BMW i3. This is a strange little car for so many reasons. We're going to get into all that shortly. Please stay with me. We're going to talk about pricing, where you can buy it, why maybe you should or shouldn't buy it, and why it's time to drive electric. All right, hey, stay with me. Be right back. Hey, so here we are. We're talking about the BMW i3 all-electric car from BMW. A trippy, weird little car. Before we get totally into it, why don't you take a minute, please? Thumbs up. Maybe subscribe, up to you. Anyway, I'm on Carvana.com. I'll put myself in the corner, put this up in the big window. Give me a second. Okay, there we are. Carvana.com. I'm just going to do search all vehicles. And then we're just going to put in the word electric here, and we'll see what we find. Excuse me. Right there, first row, 2016 BMW i3 range extender. What is a range extender? We'll get into it. Let's open this thing up. So there it is. As you can see, it's an odd looking little vehicle. Let's do the 360 spin here. Get a good look at it. Look at that weird trunk. Now, one thing you can't really tell in here, as close as you can get, is it's got these little tiny wheels. They're about this thick. They're like the size of motorcycle wheels. And I watched a review of somebody driving it in winter in Virginia, and it handles fine. I don't understand the engineering behind that, but apparently it handles just fine in the winter, no big deal. You got your charge port here, which is important to know. It's a CS charger, which is the mainstream fast charger now. So when you're out and about, you'll be able to charge anywhere you need to charge. A couple of triangles. You got some chips here, and then clear coating in the paint. Not a big deal. And let's just get back to the charger for just a moment. The infrastructure in the United States has massively improved. I live in Michigan. Remember, most of these cars are sold over in California. Here in Michigan, I'm in Grand Rapids on West Side. I could drive anywhere. There are fast chargers everywhere, and I drive a Nissan Leaf, which has the CHAdeMO adapter, which is supposedly harder to find, but not been a problem for me. I would feel comfortable taking my Nissan Leaf from here all the way across the country in any direction, because I know I'll find a charger. We'll talk about more about that at the end. But let's open the doors on this guy. This is trippy too. You see that? Look at the front and back door. They open like this. Back in the 40s and 50s, they call those suicide doors. So the doors open like that. Interesting note too, the back windows don't go down. They're just permanent glass. Isn't that something? Let's look at the space in the rear. Enough for a couple of suitcases. There you go. Anyway, $18,899 for a beautiful vehicle with 51,000 miles. We're going to look at some more stuff for the interior here too. I think it's worth looking at, especially the dashboard. Let's see what they have here. Carvana is really good at having multiple pictures. Now here you can see, if you look really close, right over the steering wheel, you'll see a panel, a digital panel. Then to the left or to the right, you'll see another panel. So your information center is fully engaged. Of course, you've got your steering wheel controls. You've got heated seats, heated steering wheel, all the stuff that electric cars just tend to come with. There's a better look at the trunk. Definitely a lot of space in the trunk. Go back here a minute. There's your shifter. You reverse, your drive, your neutral. You don't get simpler than that, does it, folks? Oh, nothing too fancy to see here. Key fob. There's one of the displays that pops up above the steering wheel. You can kind of see that in that other screen. And there's the other display that pops up over the center. So there's your control center. You have in a couple of different places. And now we're back to pictures of the car. Okay, let's talk about this range extender deal. What is that all about? This one is called a range extender. This is one of the things that makes this car weirder than other electric cars. It has a gasoline engine. It does, but it doesn't drive the car. Okay, you heard me right. It has a gasoline engine in the back underneath the bumper that does not hook to any drivetrain of the car. So this car, when it originally came out, would get about 75 miles on a charge, which is fine for commuting. But if you bought this one, the range extender, you could get another 75 miles. How? That motor will start up automatically and charge the battery. So if that's not weird enough for you, I don't know what's weird enough for you. So let's take an all-electric vehicle and let's put a gasoline engine in it that doesn't even drive the car. Like the Chevy Volt is like that. It's an all-electric, plug-in electric, but when you run out of miles, then a gas engine kicks in, which is different than a hybrid, which switches back and forth depending on the situation. So that's what the Chevy Volt did. Now this one says, hey, well, we could put a gas engine in our electric too, but we won't let it drive the car. It'll just charge the battery. So whatever, hey, you like it or you love it or whatever. I almost bought this car. Me and my wife Sarah almost bought this car just because it's so weird. We looked at it in person. It's even weirder in person. Things like back windows not going down, doors that open all weird, tires that are this wide, and an electric combustion or gas combustion engine that doesn't even move a vehicle. That's weird. That's just weird enough to buy. Jay Leno probably has one of these in his garage someplace, right? Just because it's like the Museum of Oddities over there at his place. So anyway, that's it. That's the BMW i3. These are available all over the place for, well, let me just scroll to the bottom of the screen. They're usually on Carvana. It'll just show you more of the same. Yeah, there's some similar options. So 2015, again, the range extender, super weird. 2016, not the range extender. Something to be mindful of. It's only going to get like 75 miles on a charge. 15, same. 14, range extender. So one interesting thing about these is in California, Los Angeles Police Department bought thousands and thousands and thousands of these cars, thinking this would be a great patrol car. Hey, we drive 60, 70 miles a day on patrol in our neighborhoods. It's going to work out perfect. They didn't even buy the range extender, so they just bought the one with the little tiny motor. And last year they said we got to sell all of these and try something different. So hey, I know nothing about it. Quick note too on Carvana. I don't work for Carvana. I don't get a commission from Carvana. I don't know anybody that works at Carvana. I'm not sure if I like or hate Carvana. All I know is this. Electric cars were mostly sold out west. I live in Michigan. If I want to shop, I have to shop in a way where they'll bring this car to my house. Carvana will do that. Also, you can work out your financing through Carvana. That's for you to decide. Another thing is, let's say, hey, I'm scared to buy a car online. Why? I don't know. We buy everything online. It's just the way it is. But let's say you're still a little freaked about buying a car online. They'll bring it to your house. You could drive it all over for 7 days. Call them up and say, nah, no thanks. They'll come pick it up, cost you $0. So they've kind of gotten rid of that worry and anxiety from people by saying, hey, take 7 days driving around, whatever. Let us know, we'll bring something different, or we'll just scratch the deal. Okay, so that's it. Let me put myself back in the corner here just a second. Okay, so anyway, that was this, the BMW i3 range extender electric car. Really weird. Would you buy it? Should you buy it? I don't know. I would buy it because it's weird. And I'm a little weird. But it's an odd car. But it has all the BMW stuff. Leathered out, heated seats, heated steering wheel, luxury, drives like a dream. Fantastic little weird car. But I said we're going to talk about charging and infrastructure for a minute. Remember this guy here? Elon Musk. He promised just a few weeks ago that you and I, average everyday EV drivers, have access to this, the Tesla Supercharging network. Already I'm satisfied with the fast chargers that I find everywhere I go in Michigan, and I'm comfortable going anywhere. I use the ChargePoint app. I can find what I need. But this charging network right here would definitely be a game changer for everybody else. These Tesla chargers are all over the country. One of the smartest things Elon Musk did in Tesla was build out this network. And actually, it's around the world, but from our perspective, around the country. So when you do get a Tesla, in their view, you'll be able to go anywhere you want. You won't have what other EV drivers have, range anxiety. Now, Tesla is fixing that for me too, for all of us. So hey, thanks Elon, thanks Tesla, appreciate it. Made my Nissan Leaf ownership experience that much better. All right, Chad from DriveLightning.com. Sure would appreciate it. Subscribe. Have a great day, guys.